And we're going to talk about the war now, but first I want to go back to day one of the war, why it started when it did, because they got news that the supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khomeini, was having a meeting of his council, thinking war was imminent. So he brought all his leadership together. I believe 40. How do I know? Because 40 are dead. How did they get shot out of the sky? Well, Israel picked up the intelligence along with the CIA, and Israel decides to act on the president's green light. And they take what I think is an F-35, but I think the payload is more interesting. It's called the Blue Sparrow missile. But instead of the chance of maybe the jet being detected and the rocket being seen, they decided to use this Blue Sparrow that goes into the atmosphere, 1,240 miles, and then comes right down out of space into the target. Pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing what we have pioneered, what the Israelis have pulled off. The warhead actually separated from the booster rocket, almost like the 1960s Apollo mission, and then went into a target and exploded the target and killed 40. It's estimated we've killed about 80 leaders to date. Meanwhile, CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper did a lot of this design, a lot of the war planning, along with Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. They both spoke. And here's the Admiral at CENTCOM yesterday in Tampa.
In just the last 72 hours, America's bomber force has struck nearly 200 targets deep inside of Iran. You may have heard the president say just a little while ago that we have sunk or destroyed 24 ships. That was true at the moment. We're now up over 30 ships. And in just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship. The president gave us another task: to raise or level Iran's ballistic missile industrial base. So we're not just hitting what they have, we're destroying their ability to rebuild. And so as we transition to the next phase of this operation, we will systemically dismantle Iran's missile production capability for the future.
So let's expand on that. Let's bring in former Deputy Commander of the U.S. Central Command, who used to work there, Vice Admiral Robert Harwood, who spent his youth, great deal of his youth, in Iran. First off, your assessment of, here we are at 6 days in, of the operation so far, and so after that, some of the feedback you're getting for the people you still know in Iran.
Well, first off, Brian, I'd like to see them make sure there are no more missiles and drones coming out of Iran, and that's still happening. So that's something that would remain #1 in my priority list. If we can make sure they can't project power, then we have all the time in the world to go in and take out their